Did you know that the financial institution that gave you the great interest rate and terms for your mortgage loan can also hurt your chances of getting a home? It's true. Hey guys, Julian Gonzalez here with RSVP Real Estate. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you are a newbie to this channel, greatly appreciate maybe you considering subscribing to this channel as I try to make it grow so we can help each other out. If at any point in this video, if you're kind of like, oh, it's kind of cool, I learned something, maybe you might consider liking the video. And if you live in the Seattle area and you want to talk about real estate, maybe have some, get an opinion of mine, whether it's buying or selling real estate, you can schedule something with me down below in the description. Okay, guys, so what I said at the top, financial institutions can actually sometimes hurt your chances of getting home is actually, yeah, it's true. Believe it or not. Let me explain, guys. Here's a little bit of a, back room view of the real estate world in a sense when it comes to submitting an offer and getting it accepted. So submit an offer to the obviously to the listing broker and the seller, especially in a multi-offer situation. They're going to look at it, right? And the most important thing is the money. Yes, it is. They're going to look at the financial terms. Obviously, it's not a cash offer because they're always going to win. Financial terms and also who the lender is. Okay. If you're lucky enough to get your offer accepted, what they're going to do is they're going to call me, the buyer broker, and they go, hey, Julian, what's going on? Congratulations. Got an offer accepted. Tell me a little bit about the buyer. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Now tell me about the lender. Okay, so if my buyer picked one of my preferred lenders, I'm going to say, hey, you know what? This lender is amazing. I've worked with her forever. She's reliable, dependable. God, she really goes out to make sure everything is done on time. She's never failed a closing. More importantly, she'll pick up the phone on the evenings, on the weekends. What I'm doing right there basically is I'm putting any doubt that the listing broker might have about my client at ease. So at that point, they're going to hang up with me, call the lender and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Lender, what's going on? Hey, tell me a little bit about the buyer. Oh, but at the term, how strong are they? Blah, 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 everything good? You got all the paperwork? Yes, okay. Lender's putting the listing broker at ease. Because remember, the most important thing for a listing broker and a seller is that nothing goes wrong, that the transaction goes through smoothly and that it closes. That's the most important thing. That's what they want to hear. Now, those things are really important because, guys, if you decide to go with some of the bigger financial institutions like, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Quicken Loans, BECU, you're most likely going to work with the listing broker is going to work with a lender who works 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and on weekends. So what if they have any concern? The listing broker always wants to, if they have any concern, to call the lender to answer questions, answer any of the questions they might have, any concerns. So if they have a concern on a Friday night, they're not getting, most likely with one of the big banks, big institution, not getting an answer till Monday. I want to make sure, again, they could pick up the phone and get answers. That's the most important thing to them. Do they have their own in-house underwriting? So many things to consider in regards to this. And of course, as somebody that, if I'm representing the buyer, I also want those assurances. I want to make sure I'm working with somebody that I can rely on, that I know that I could trust. If I'm working with somebody new, you do not know, because this is huge. We're talking about money, right? So it's a lot of, also stress for a buyer brokerage. You want to make sure you're doing right by your buyer and that everything's done. In fact, you know what? Several years ago, one of my great buyers decided to use one of the big banks. I told him, you might not want to do it, but he did, which is totally fine. I'm going to tell you what bank. When I called the lender, just to kind of get to know her, I noticed she was a really young voice, and that kind of put a little bit of concern to me. Gave me the pre-approval letter, submitted an offer. Listing broker calls me and says, hey, Julian, hey, I just want to let you know, I got an email, really weird, from the lender. I swear this is a true story. The lender said, hey, this is so-and-so, and I'm the lender for so-and-so, and he's a great guy. He's Offense. He's more than qualified for this. It's totally awesome. If any doubt, here's my cell phone number. Just give me a call. He's great. I can't wait to start working with you. Guys, in this world, that never happens. A lender never communicates with the listing broker, especially before an offer is accepted. Not only that, it was grammatically wrong. We didn't get an offer accepted. I'm not going to say that's the reason, but it didn't help. right, guys? We looked bad. We looked really bad. I called her and I ripped her. Never used her again. As you can imagine, I'm never going to use that girl ever again. So those are things that you need to consider when you use some of these big banks. You don't know who's at the other end. You know the qualifications of the person. Most of them are great, obviously, and all that stuff. But I'd rather work with somebody that I know. And here's what I tell all my buyers. Listen up. Pick any lender you want. That's fine. If you want to go big institution, I already told you what's good and bad about them. You can, whatever it's more comfortable for you, because at the end of the day, it's your money and you're the one that has to make the mortgage payments. However, I got 3 lenders that I work with, and they're local lenders. They are here in Bellevue. They know the ins and outs of the local market. They know the rules and regulations, the city, state. They know everything, right? I love them. I trust them. They're dependable. They've always closed on time. They're always looking out for the best, for your best interest. Also very important, I could call them in the evening. Same thing I told the listing broker. I could call them at night, on the weekends. I could call them on holidays, and we get things done. Now, here's another quick last story, is that a year and a half ago, one of my great friends, him and his wife, they were casually looking for a home. On a Friday night, he says, hey, Julian, let's go look at a home. She can't make it. She has to work late. I said, go, let's look at it. He saw it. He's like, wow, this is a great home. I go, no, it is nice. Do you think she'll like it? And it's like, I don't know. She might. All right. Sunday, we went to go look at the house. Offer review days, Monday at 12. We go there on Sunday about 3 p.m. I know it was in the early afternoon. She loved it. We didn't think she would. She loved it. Well, there's a problem, right? Offer review days at 12 o'clock. It's already in the evening on a Sunday. But however, thankfully, they're using one of my preferred lenders. Call them up. I got a pre-approval letter at 7:30 at night on a Sunday. Try that with Bank of America, Wells Fargo, BCU, Quicken Loans, etc., etc. Good luck, guys.